Hello everybody, Flamin' Shark, back with another video, and this is my review for Memory Snow, the first OVA of ReZero, and the return of ReZero. My first reaction to the series since 2016, if I'm not mistaken. It has been a very long time. I think it's been almost exactly 4 years since I last made a proper video, relating to ReZero. So, very exciting stuff to get a chance to watch this again. I went into this having no idea if I would record Memory Snow and Frozen Bonds as a single video as part of the same rotation, or if I would wait till next rotation to do Frozen Bonds. I ended up doing the latter, and I know that will be a little disappointing for a few of you, since obviously that means we're going to be, next rotation, we're not going to be starting season 2 of ReZero. That's going to be waiting until the rotation after. But on the flip side, I have, obviously, you guys are getting this ReZero video on Wednesday, but I also have Teen Titans recorded. I have RWBY Volume 8 Chapter 3 recorded. I have She-Ra recorded. And I have Assassination Classroom recorded. So I have the next, I think videos through the end of the week. Yeah, because it should be Thursday, Teen Titans, Friday Ask Class, Saturday RWBY, Sunday She-Ra. So I have all the videos for the rest of the week recorded. So I know I haven't been posting much. There really wasn't much before the Hunter, and then I haven't had immediately a video after that with the ReZero. But this should be kind of the beginnings of a good run of form for the channel, since I am a fair bit ahead. So that's kind of the pro of having only recorded the one OVA and saving the other OVA. And the other thing, simply put, is that I am rewatching ReZero. I've rewatched the first few episodes, and I don't know if I'm going to finish rewatching the show by the time I record the next OVA, because I'm probably going to be recording the next OVA very soon, just because I'm getting ahead of my videos a fair bit, so I'm actually going to probably be watching Frozen Bonds in the next day or two. But I will be, how do I put this? I will be done with Season 1, my rewatch of Season 1 of ReZero, before I watch the first episode of Season 2. So, I mean, obviously I've seen the show more than once, but even the last time I'd rewatched the show had been a long time ago, so I wanted to do a fresh rewatch of the first 25 episodes before we jumped into Season 2, but I wasn't so worried about that for the OVAs, so I figured I'd kind of just go into Memory Snow, not having done my rewatch yet. I have now started my rewatch, and I've watched a few episodes. I've watched, the 50-minute first episode, as well as a little bit more. And, yeah, I'm really excited to go through ReZero again on my own time and set us up for Season 2. The ReZero archive is one of the few shows that I've actually already archived on this channel, so if you check out my playlist for ReZero, I have my reactions to all of Season 1 in the playlist, as well as, of course, this reaction to Memory Snow. But this was a very fun OVA for sure. But yeah, obviously the new rotation now with Monogatari, with the first part of Monogatari done, and with Ben 10 Ultimate Alien concluded, the new rotation is now ReZero, Teen Titans, Assassination Classroom, She-Ra, and Hunter x Hunter. That will be the new rotation until I finish ReZero. And I'll probably be finishing Hunter x Hunter around a similar time to when I'm finishing ReZero, just because of the way I'm gonna grind the remainder of Hunter x Hunter. But so yeah, I mean, those are for a little while, at least for probably the majority of December. The rotation, obviously it's late November right now, but the majority of the rotation should be ReZero, Teen Titans, Assassination Classroom, She-Ra, and Hunter x Hunter, with, of course, RWBY on Saturdays. And pretty soon, Attack on Titan on a day of the week. Probably Fridays. We'll see, though. But, yeah, I'm very much looking forward to more ReZero. I'm definitely excited for the Frozen Bonds OVA. This OVA was an hour. The Frozen Bonds OVA is like an hour 15 or an hour 16. So both of these OVAs are really long. This was the shorter OVA. And that was one of the reasons why I didn't do them together, because even though I'm not against doing really long videos, holy fuck, these OVAs are long. It was fun, though. I definitely enjoyed the Memory Snow OVA, but it was very fun. It was very wholesome, and I don't necessarily think of ReZero as being wholesome. It does have, I suppose, a few moments, but given the nature of ReZero being such a fucked up show, just so messed up in so many ways, I don't really think of ReZero as one of those shows, but it's very interesting to see how it's progressed as a really just enjoyable, wholesome OVA. Just spending an hour with the characters, developing the characters a bit, getting just some fun interactions with Subaru and Rem and Ram and Amelia and Roswell and all of them. It was a lot of fun, and there were kind of cool plays where I don't know exactly exactly in the timeline where it happened, but I had a general idea of where it happened in the timeline, and there were a lot of fun teases to what would happen later in the timeline, but obviously it already happened when Memory Snow was released, so I thought that was really cool. They did some cool stuff with that I really enjoyed, and yeah, generally speaking, this was a really just cute OVA with the mansion characters of ReZero, and I'm very curious to see what Frozen Bonds is about. Another cool thing about these OVAs is their titles are both themed in the same manner. They're themed to the cold, Memory Snow and Frozen Bonds. Given the fact that that Frozen Bonds is the name of the second OVA, and the nature of Memory Snow and why we were having a snow-related sauce, I'm very curious if Frozen Bonds is about Puck, and if Frozen Bonds is about Puck, my biggest theory for Frozen Bonds would be Puck and Amelia's relationship, potentially how they came together in the first place. But I don't know. That's kind of, I think, my running theory for what Frozen Bonds are, just because it continues the theme of like ice, and obviously Puck's magic is very themed to the cold. And extreme cold and all that, so I think that would make a lot of sense if Frozen Bonds was about Puck and Amelia, and it would be a nice kind of like almost like spiritual successor to the Memory Snow OVA if Frozen Bonds was about that. But I don't know, it could be something else. I'm definitely excited to see where they go with Frozen Bonds. I've heard most people, from my understanding, Frozen Bonds is really good. I know. I didn't really hear much about Memory Snow, but I know Frozen Bonds is like the more popular OVA, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. And obviously it's really long. I mean, I call it an OVA, but I mean, I'd argue an hour OVA is a movie, but certainly an hour 16 OVA, you're definitely, while officially it is an OVA, there's a reason why you can totally have like a full-blown like theatrical release for this type of stuff, because it's long as hell. So, obviously, that's going to be really interesting, and that should be really fun next time with ReZero. And then after we get through Frozen Bonds, it's on to Season 2, Part 1, which is going to be divine, because this series is a series I absolutely love. I have a lot of theories about ReZero, and I'll talk a little bit about theories before we start the Season 2 video, first Season 2 video. But yeah, it's just really exciting, because it's been a really long time since I've gotten to make videos about ReZero, and I'm just really excited to be jumping back into the series, and I'm really excited, and I can't, and, as weird as it might sound, and I'm sure, obviously the vast majority of you guys were not happy that ReZero Season 2 got split into two cores, into two parts, but low-key, I'm actually kind of really hyped, because I'm obviously going to do these reactions to these two OVAs and to Season 2 Part 1, and then I'm going to leave ReZero for a considerable amount of 2021, but then return with Season 2 Part 2. I'm not going to be doing Season 2 Part 2, live, like right after I catch up, just because between Ruby and Attack on Titan, I don't really want to do a third live show, and I definitely am going to do Attack on Titan, and obviously I'm already doing Ruby, so I'm going to save ReZero for down the line, but I'm definitely looking forward to, having ReZero kind of in my life again, where I'm going to do the OVAs and Season 2 Part 1, and then it's going to go away for a while, and then, a fair bit after Season 2 Part 2 is over, we'll do the commentaries on Season 2 Part 2, and it's going to just be a lot of fun. This is such an interesting series, and I think it's only going to get better. I've heard Season 2 Part 2 was kind of one of the standouts of 2020 for anime, because I know a lot of people weren't too fond of this year in the anime world as far as, like, releases go, but I know that for the most part, most people did really enjoy ReZero Season 2 Part 1, and I fully expect it to be awesome, so I'm really looking forward to ReZero. And it's just really exciting to jump back into ReZero. I'm really excited to see what they do with this half season, as well as with Frozen Bonds, because Memory Snow was a lot of fun, very wholesome. I don't expect things to stay wholesome for much longer, but for the time being, it is kind of nice to see things how they were, knowing that things are going to get fucked really soon, because that's just the nature of this series. We can't have nice things in ReZero, and I fully expect things to get very, very interesting very soon. So I can't wait for more ReZero. It's going to be a lot of fun. But obviously, links are down below. Should be Megan Breach in all likelihood. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe there's something else, but probably not. But whatever the case may be, I'm going to leave it off here. So Flamin' Shark signing out. Hope you guys have a wonderful, fantastical day, and I will see you next time with another video. Thanks for watching. Peace.